sports from where you live.
All right, thanks for sticking with us. We're back on the Frenzy Bree as physical basketball teams look to close out the regular season. A whole lot of whistles being blown. More of our local teams finding success under the rim, and that's what you saw tonight.
That is what I saw tonight, but thankfully no fouls were called on us tonight. But I can't say the same about the rest of these games. Some of these games got physical, but you got to do what you got to do to win, so I can't blame the kids. Speaking of physical games, this game was intense. Benton Central playing host to the Frankfort Hot Dogs, and this game was being played in the trenches the entire time. It's going to be the Bison early and often to start out the night. Ball gets kicked out to Jesse Stout, who fakes the shot, drives inside, dishes it back outside, and that's nothing but net. It's Blake Buchanan draining threes and making it look way easier than it is. And I told you the Bison were on fire early on, and that's another easy basket from Buchanan once again. But don't count the Hot Dogs out just yet. Coach, what are you going to do for this next play? Oh, this. Hot Dogs say if you use your big man, we will too. Woo! That's a nice little spin move there, Jay Strode. Just like that, Hot Dogs are back in the game. But remember, you're in Bison territory, and Dawson Brock will show you what happens when you come to their house. That's another easy 2 points for the Bison. Final score, Benton Central wins a tough one, 57-54, and the Hot Dogs dropped the third game in a row.
Always a good time in Arena Gym. All right, elsewhere on 47, Delphi on the road against Sheridan Oracles with a tough go at it this year in need of a victory. Last year, this game decided by a mere 2 points, and it's no different tonight. Delphi keeping the score within 10 for the latter two quarters. The Blackhawks take to the air. Tyler Gardner way out wide. Chip Flemmer in his first year as head coach of the Blackhawks with some three-point weapons. Delphi with some shooters of their own. Walker Jones, some luck from behind the arc. The Oracles eventually fall short in this one. 47-43 the final. Delphi 1-10 this year.
Well, one game that was a bit too far for us to get to tonight was Lafayette Jeff at Marion. Jeff looking for a road win against a team that's only won 4 games this year, but make it 5 now. Broncos drop an extremely close game to the Marion Giants 69-68. And this is Jeff's second loss in a row on Friday nights. They move to 11-4 on the season and look for their next win tomorrow. Broncos will be back in action taking on LCC. Now let's take a look at some other scores from around the area.
All right, Bree, no one wants to talk about that game right there. And despite what many posted online following the loss, the sun did come out this morning. The Hoosiers pulling it off an upset of number 4 Purdue last night.
JD, ending in the W column against a Matt Painter coach team is something that Indiana hasn't done since 2016.
Yeah, let's take a look at the highlights. It took the help of a Lafayette native to get the job done. 20 points for McCutcheon alum Rob Finnessy. That's a career high for the former Maverick. Finnessy also drilling the final three-pointer to seal the Indiana win. So the streak is broken. 9 rivalry wins in a row for Purdue ends in Bloomington. Xavier Johnson adds 18. This isn't the last time we'll see Mike Woodson's group. Purdue hosting Indiana on March 5th. Next up for the Boilermakers, Northwestern at home at 1 p.m. this Sunday. I'll have highlights on the Weekend Report. All right, thanks so much to our sponsor, Arby's. Cassidy O'Connor and James Kelly ran cameras. Ryan Delaney produced and Rudy Alsmeyer directed. Kevin Baum is on audio.
Make sure to visit our website, WLFI.com, and click on the Sports tab for scores and highlights from tonight's games. Have a good night.